Hello everybody, this is Cheri at djsundry.blogspot.com, and I have another Filofax video for you. Now I know you're thinking, Cheri, what are you thinking? You just did a Filofax video. How could you possibly have changed everything up already? Well, I changed it up, and for a very good reason. As I mentioned in my last video, this one's starting to show some signs of wear. I carry it with me everywhere, and I love it. But it is starting to show some signs of wear, and I was trying to think about that, coupled with the fact that that means I may have to get a new one sooner than what I had planned on, although not right now, but probably within the next several months I would need a new one. And then it's also time for me to replace my calendar at work, because besides my personal information that I keep in my A5, I have a spiral bound one that I purchased from Etsy that I use and love at work all the time. So I got to thinking, you know, the life on this would be extended if I turned this one into my work one. I've already purchased the inserts for 2016, so it wouldn't really cost me any more, other than I would probably have to reprint them if those that I had already written on for next year. But other than that, that's my only cost. So I thought, let's try it and see how it's going to work. Now, I don't really have to try this because I know how it works. My biggest fear was that this part. When I was in school, I needed a lot of room. Even though this wasn't the layout I was using then, I needed a lot of room. And I've continued to use a lot of room, and I love the week on 2-page layout. And I was thinking that a smaller Filofax really wouldn't work well for that. But I got to thinking, you know what, it's definitely worth trying, so that's what I'm going to do. And if it works, I can save myself quite a bit of cash, because I will not have to purchase another one, because I had this little beauty waiting in the wings. This is my personal Maulden that once I moved into the A5 and found it so useful, this one was just too small to meet those needs. But now that my life has been simplified a little bit, I'm thinking maybe it will work, and perhaps I can even start carrying this as a wallet as well, and thus even simplify that much more, so that I don't necessarily have to carry a wallet too, which my current wallet is a pocket-sized Maulden, which I love as well. So I thought, let's try it and see what happens. So it was something I could try with very little investment. My husband had made some inserts for a friend who has the same one for the week on, or for the month on 2 pages, and I'll show those to you. And then, so I just had him print me some of those, and then I went ahead and printed some blank week on 2 pages to be able to get through. And I have to tell you, I think it's working really well. I haven't done a lot of decorating. There's not as much room to decorate, which is definitely advantageous for me, because I can still make it pretty, but I don't have as much white space to cover. So it's definitely seeming to help. So I'm going to start by showing you how it's kind of set up right now. And like I said, it may not work, and if it doesn't, then I'll go back to using my large one, and I'll just purchase a new calendar, and when that one wears out, I will try to purchase a new one. But for now, I think it's going to work. So if you've seen these personal Mauldens, you know that there's a zipper pocket in here, which I've kind of tucked away a $5 bill in there just for me. I've got a couple of my own business cards tucked in here, and then some of these little masking tapes. I've got some contact information for somebody I need to contact this week in here. I've got my little card with some washi tape in here. And then this is just a gift card, and this is just a business card of someone. And then there's this bigger pocket that if I was using it for a wallet, I could use for cash or whatever. Right now I just have my Martha Stewart, some dewdrops in here. So then this is the card that came with the Filofax, and that's in here now. And then this first fly leaf, which is kind of deceiving because it's actually just this clear one that you can see. And I'm going to have to figure out how to get this sticker off a little bit. Spend a little bit more time working on this, because this was the sticker that was in there that I had peeled off that had the price or whatever on it from whenever I purchased this. I've had this for quite some time. And if you're wondering, how could you just have it? For a while, I thought this is what was going to work for me, and I really wanted it. And then I thought, when I found that it really wasn't working at that time, I thought, well, I would save it, and once I was done with school and everything, I would use it for my blog and stuff. But now that I where I am in life and busy and running like crazy all the time, I really don't have time to keep a whole separate Filofax for that. So it's just been sitting there. So I think I can add, if I need to, what I want for my blog and stuff in here. So then this next fly leaf is one that I actually pulled out of my A5. It's from the original Studio Calico kit, and I just repunched it to fit in here. And then I've clipped those mill plan ideas in here so that when it's time to make a menu, they're right here. Now I may move them into the new pocket I made. This was just an 8x8 sheet of paper, or well, cardstock from Studio Calico that, or no, I apologize. It's from Graphic 45 from this, I think it's called School Days. It's an older paper pack, but I love it. And so I wanted to make the pocket for this. And then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my extra pockets when I make them. I'll probably change them out periodically, and when I make a new one, I'll just put the old one in somewhere for next year, and then next year it'll be ready when I'm ready to change it back out. And then the next thing I have is just a postcard here, and on the back of the postcard I have put my color coding system. Now that was another thing that I kind of changed up when I moved into this smaller one, was my color coding system. I combined a few things and simplified it just a little bit. So let's turn it this way so it's a little bit more seeable. It's, you know, my husband and myself and each of my kids, and then things for the whole family, and that is even including menu. And then anything that's close to my heart or YouTube or blog related is there. Anything that's church or mission work is there. And then my work is a different color. So that eliminated a few different colors for me and kind of simplified that. Then this is kind of the front, the half side, because I didn't start this in August, of the inserts that my husband had made for my friend. And it actually had... It's weak on 2 pages. Let me just pull it off here for just a second, because I think there's some, yeah, there's some personal information in that, so I'm not, let me find a page that doesn't have it. Things that I can't share. Okay, here's a good one. So for instance, this is December of 2015, and I've started to fill in things that are pre-planned at church. Now, on my month on 2 pages, I don't ever worry about color coding, because this is simply the place where I jot things when I'm in a hurry. The color coding comes in when I transfer that weekly, and I literally do that weekly. It's kind of a planning session that I've started doing, where I just sit down and I look at my calendar and I kind of look at anything that might be coming up that I have to plan for. As far as like long term, do I need to start thinking about, I don't know, say a vacation? That's way off before I have a vacation. But, or do, you know, are there things I need to do that's a little bit more long-term that I need to start working towards? Or are there just things that I need to transfer into the weekly calendar? And that kind of helps keep it all fresh in my mind. But then when I'm in a hurry, I just drop it in here. So then I printed out, these are very similar, although it's a different seller, and I'll put the name of the seller down in the description box below. These are very similar to what I did for my ones in my A5, and you can see there's a little bit, obviously a lot less space. It's still, I'm going to be able to fill it in myself. And then there's a section for notes here. So you can see the first week that I did this, I didn't spend a lot of time decorating, because I had already done this week in my other one, and I thought I just need to get the information in there. I did put the have courage and be kind in here, but other than that, I just put the information in. And then this week, as I add things, I'll maybe do more decorating and more washing and stuff. But what I learned on this, now I used 28-pound paper to print these, and most everything is fine with it, but this dark of ink is not fine. You can see the bleed through on either side. So I'm going to have to be a little bit more careful even with the better paper on that. And I've already got my menu planned through Saturday of next week. And then I don't really have any appointments this week. My son's going to be gone a couple days. But we'll see what happens. And then as I go through the week, specific tasks and things I will add in there. I am going to have to be careful about stickers. I won't be able to use the same stickers, so I've already pulled them out of my little case and put them in something else. Now I'm going to be much more limited on the size of stickers I can use, or else this is my week will be covered. So just some changes to deal with. I made a new little today that will come and go, and I will probably, like the one in my larger one, I will probably use this kind of as a fly leaf type thing and have sticky notes and things on here as well. So that is pretty much what I've done with that. Now to walk through the rest of it, the next thing that I did is I did purchase from Etsy, rather than having my husband make one this year, a 2016 month on 2 pages. And the reason I did that is because well, first of all, I figured for the $3 to $5 that it would cost me, it would save him so much work of making it, and I would like to save him that work. But also I wanted it to where the way he designed last year's, they printed front to back, which is perfect. But I am, just like what I showed in the other one last time, I am changing up a little bit, where I'm going to move my let's look here of February, because I know there's nothing on that yet, where there is my month on 2 pages here, and then behind that I will put my week on 2 pages for the month. Now, one thing I have discovered with this, and what I had already discovered with my other one, with the amount of stuff that I keep in here, I'm not going to be able to keep the whole year's worth of inserts on here. It's already full, and I haven't even put the inserts for next year yet. And so I will probably quarterly remove my calendar of my week on 2 pages, set it aside, and just keep my month on 2 pages current to look back on, and then at the end of the year I'll combine them all together and put them away. Again, this is another one of those Project Life little flyleaf things that are the bookmarks that I cut down, and I put some stickers to put the year, so I'm ready to go. This is blank, and then I made my own inserts, and I have to tell you, this was a lot of fun. I went through and just found papers that I loved, and I'll show them all to you. They are all close to my heart papers, with the exception of one. And then I use my from my Kitchen Cricut cartridge to make the little tabs to coordinate. And some of the months you can see better than others. This one actually looks better on camera than what I can see it. It just depends on the lighting on how well it goes. But this is from last year's Snow Haven. And I just simply cut them at about 6 7/8 by 3 7/8. And then I started, I dated them all and put the tabs on. So this is the back side. Now this is January's month on 2 pages. Again, I haven't put the rest of it in there yet. But then I can have this to write goals, or to decorate, or my word of the year, which I may be changing to a word of the month. I don't know. I have a lot of real estate there to do things with, so I'm excited about that. So this is February. Super fun paper there, all Valentine's-like. And this is what those inserts look like, and I can also put these in the link below too, to so if you're interested in purchasing them. They weren't very expensive. It's a little complicated in printing them out. It talked about flipping the paper and doing this and that, but I just printed them out straight, which means it took a lot of paper. They're not designed to print 2 on a page. They're designed to print 1 on a page and then flip them. So I could have done, if I had followed those instructions, I would have used half the page, but I actually wanted a blank behind. I didn't want March behind February, so that's why I printed it that way. So this is March from the Blossom paper. You'll notice I used the trims. Some of the stickers I got a little bit more, I don't really think those match, but I thought they were fun, so I used them. May. So I kind of made them, just things that I liked. June, July. This is the one piece of paper that's not close to my heart. This is Tim Holtz paper, and I used some glitter tape that I had from, I think it's American Crafts, and some glittery stickers there. August, and this is an exclusive paper pack that was just available in the summer. September. Most of these papers, in fact, I think all of these papers have been discontinued. You might be able to get some of them at Close to My Heart in the Wall Supplies Last, but for the most part, they're pretty much gone. October. So just super fun flyleaf or inserts. I thought about laminating them like I did in my A5. And I thought, well, A, that's going to add just a tad bit more bulk to it. And B, you know what, if they wear out, I'll probably be tired of them anyway by then, and I can just make new ones. I've got plenty of paper laying around. It's not like I have to go buy anything. So that's what I'm going to do. And then December. So that has it. Now, when we get to the back, this was an insert that I had made when I first got the Filofax, and I just kept it in there to kind of separate in the back. All I have in here is all my blank stuff. There's some to-do list, and this is where I'll probably move some of my household things. So I may add some more inserts and things as time goes on as I start using these in the back. Then it had a pocket, which I can't remember if I purchased separately or if it came with this one. And I just have some stickers. These stickers I love. I got these from the Container Store. They're super thin. And I had it in my work one, and I used them when I first got them, but I hadn't really been using them, so I thought, well, I might as well move them to my other one and use it all the time. Then there's more sticky notes here. It's kind of stiff still. It's going to need a little bit of playing with, but these are from Studio Calico, so I have those stuck back here. I really like those those sticky notes. And then some more of these sticky notes and page holders and different things like that tucked in back here. I put my fountain pen in here. Now I've added a pencil into the loop. I don't know if I'll keep it there. That's kind of a new thing for me. I've not really started using it yet. I just thought it would be nice to have, and we'll see if I keep using it. So there we have my new Filofax setup. We'll see if it works, and if so, I won't be needing to buy a new calendar for work. So thanks so much for stopping by today, and remember, take some time to enjoy the little things. Have a great day. Bye.